Welcome to the Well to Lead podcast, where we explore the dynamic relationship between personal wellness and effective leadership. Hey guys, this is your boy Bobby Davis here. Hey, thanks for tuning in today. Listen, I know you guys are busy, so first of all, I'm not going to hold you long today. I just wanted to take a few minutes of your time to offer some words of encouragement to you. You know, when I first started this podcast, I wanted to make sure that we had a platform that was designed to inform, inspire, encourage, and add value to the lives of the listeners, especially in that space of wellness and leadership. But from time to time, I may break away from that normal format to speak to some specific challenges that people might be facing, just in general. So today, I want to talk to you about perseverance and how to overcome those moments when you feel like giving up. So check it out. You might be in one of those moments right now. You might be facing some challenges and difficulties, and you're not exactly sure what to do. I feel your pain. I'm right in there with you. See, the reality is we're all dealing with something, some challenge, some difficulty. We're all engaged in something that we're trying to overcome. See, what I've come to learn and understand is that when the tests and difficulties, when they start to mount and they're escalating, that means that you're right on the brink of that breakthrough that you've been praying for. So I first of all want to make sure that I admonish you today. Don't give up. Don't give up. So let's dive into this thing. Let's talk about this for a little bit. I want to first start out by just kind of just basically asking you guys some questions, because I believe that today these questions, some of them might resonate with you, and perhaps it may spur you on to kind of dig deeper into this subject as time progresses. But let me start out by asking you this. Why do we give up so easily on our goals or dreams in the first place? Why can't we stick to something long enough to see it through? For example, you start a job, you give up in 6 months because your boss is demanding. You get married and you bail on the relationship after 2 years because you get tired of him telling you what to do. You start that business with all the eagerness and expectations, and you decide you want to give up on that dream just because the finances get tight. Or you say, it's time for me to lose some weight and get my health in order. You start out on the journey only to revert back to eating bad after just 1 week. What's holding us back? Why do we struggle with perseverance? Why can't we finish what we've started? Perhaps perseverance is what's lacking. It just could be the answer to the many, and it also could be the answer to the many examples I mentioned earlier. In my own life, I remember going through this cycle. It was the same cycle every single time. I would set out to achieve some worthwhile goal. I would start out on that journey, all excited with great expectations. Then I would run into some challenge or setback. Then after some time, I would feel like giving up. I remember starting out on my weight loss journey. Same thing happened. After about 2 months on that road, I wanted to give up because things, guess what? They got hard. I ran into some challenges. I didn't see the progress. Every business that I've ever started, I remember same thing would occur. I would run into some setbacks and difficulties. And then I'm confronted with this notion of giving up. See, the point here is this. Don't think it's strange when you're facing these types of trials, because they come to develop that perseverance in us. To understand how to cultivate perseverance is to embrace that ability to learn how to persist and keep going in pursuit of that goal, despite the setbacks or challenges that you might be facing. It's the realization, first of all, that giving up or turning back is just not an option. Perseverance is like a muscle. It grows the more that you learn to use it. So here are a couple of points, guys, that I want you to consider as it pertains to perseverance and not giving up when things get hard. First off, you need to know you have an enemy working against you. You might say, Bob, what kind of enemy do we have in this conversation? What are you talking about? See, this enemy is subtle in nature. It goes oftentimes undetected. It has made many poor, some unhealthy, and robbed others of their goals and dreams. While this threat might seem nice, it will not lead to growth or development that's necessary to achieving any measurable success in life. So who is this enemy you're talking about? It's the enemy of comfort and ease. By nature, check it out. We want everything to come to us easy. We don't want to work hard. We don't want to go through any difficulty to obtain it. That's just the way we seem to be wired. We've been what I like to call Amazoned. And that's a made up word. But what I'm talking about when I say that is we want that same day delivery. We want it now, and we don't want to drive to the store to get it. See, our culture promotes this, and there's nothing wrong with the same day delivery, but it's the mindset that we've adapted that everything we do is supposed to be fast and somehow easy. And guess what? When it don't pan out that way, we decide to give up. See, comfort and ease, in my opinion, is a valid threat to our success in life. It halts our progress, it hinders our growth, it keeps us stagnant and unfulfilled. It's one of the primary reasons why we give up. See, when we learn how to embrace discomfort for the sake of growth and achieving our goals, we cultivate this perseverance as a byproduct. See, please understand this. It's in the difficult times that we grow the most, not in the good times. What lessons shaped your life that you remember from the times when things were going good? Not many, probably. But we remember the lessons learned from the difficulties that we faced and persevered through, because it's the hardships that we face that overcome that develop our character. I had to learn that comfort and ease was an enemy to my weight loss and health. This is the first time I realized this. I had to learn that I was dealing with a problem that resulted from me embracing comfort and ease all those years. And that's how I got into bad health. That's how I got into being overweight. So here's the thing that I learned, and this is what I'm constantly striving for. See, I go to the gym every morning at 4 a.m., six days a week, not because I'm some fanatic. You might say, man, does it take all of that? Is it necessary to go through all of that? But here's what I'm striving to do every day that I go to that gym, every day that I get up in the morning, whether it's raining, whether it's cold outside, whether there's snow on the ground. What I'm striving to do each and every day that I get up is I'm striving to push back comfort and ease. It's the same with my eating habits. I'm choosing to exercise discipline by not eating the bacon or fried chicken because I'm striving to push back comfort and ease. See, this control over my body and appetites has taught me some principles, believe it or not, which I've learned to apply to other areas of life. And we'll talk about that perhaps on one of these podcast episodes in the future. Some principles that I've learned from my weight loss journey that actually I've transferred to other areas of my life, and I've actually been able to obtain some success in. The last point here that I want to cover before I leave you guys today is I want you to check your perceptions before you decide to quit. First of all, are you seeing things correctly? Flawed perceptions means that you're operating in a distorted or inaccurate view of things. When you're operating solely by your emotions, it can cause you to view things incorrectly or make them seem harder than they really are. Be aware of your emotions because most of the time they can't be trusted and they can distort your decision-making process. I know for me, most of the bad decisions that I've ever made happened when I allowed my emotions to control me. That's when things get hard. That's why when things get hard, I've learned not to trust my emotions or sometimes my way of thinking, at least at the moment, because it could be flawed. based on preconceived notions or circumstances or my surroundings. That's why when I'm stuck, I've learned to lean on this passage from Psalms 119 and 18. Open my eyes that I might see the wonderful things in your law. See, I ask God to open my eyes that I might see things from his perspective. Because remember, at the moment in time that you're in and the challenges that you're faced with, your perspective and what you perceive to be true might be flawed. You might be lacking additional information that you need to get over that particular problem that you need. So you need to seek God. I've learned to seek him. I've learned to call out to him, to ask him to help me to see things from his perspective, not just my perspective, but from his perspective. Because I know that the way that I'm viewing things at the moment, especially when I'm under the gun, when things are challenging, when the difficulties are there, my viewpoint could be flawed. So just remember, he can bring that clarity to your uncertain situation as well. So, guys, listen, like I said earlier, I'm not going to keep you long. My time is up. And I sincerely hope that today, that, in our time together, that you have garnered something that's valuable, that will help to reinforce your faith and inspire you to keep battling, to never surrender. Welcome those challenging moments, for it's during these times that our true strength is unveiled and our perseverance is shaped. Until we meet again, hey, stay blessed. I look forward to seeing you guys on next week. Take care.